Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'll be giving you an overview of Heroku, and I'll show you how you can go ahead and deploy a Django application on Heroku. So Heroku is a platform as a service that provides an easy way for developers to deploy and scale their application. And the wonderful thing about Heroku is that it simplifies a lot of things when it comes to infrastructure management for developers, and it lets you focus mainly on developing and deploying your application, and it scales with you as your application grows. When you deploy your app on Heroku, as you can see from the documentation here, it will be packaged into a container with all your app's dependencies. So that means when someone runs you or views your application, an instance of that container, or dyno as it's referred to by Heroku, is what's executed. So the supported frameworks and languages that are listed here. So you can deploy Node.js, Ruby, Java, PHP, Python, and several other applications. And you can view all the other build packs if you click on this view all build packs here to see what else you can deploy on Heroku. And it also comes with additional add-ons and integrations. So you can add additional features to your applications like logging and so on. So to get started, you want to go ahead and create an account. I've already got an account created, so I'm just going to sign in here. And once you're signed in, you should be presented with this screen here with a list of all your applications. I've got 2 applications set up already, but once you've just created your account, this should be blank. Then go ahead and create your first application, and then set a name for your application. Let's say test application. Okay. Then click create app. And then before doing anything else, you want to install the Heroku CLI, which will give you Heroku specific commands that you can execute in your terminal. So I've already got this installed as well. Just click download and install. So to deploy a Django application on Heroku, you'll want to visit this page here. I'll probably share the link in the description. And this gives you the steps to follow with when you want to deploy a Django application onto Heroku. So the first thing is to create a virtual environment. And you can make use of this article here on how to set up a virtual environment. Okay, so my virtual environment is set up. I'll go ahead and activate it. And then once you've activated your virtual environment, you can go ahead and create your Django application in the environment. Okay. So I've gone ahead and created my app. Let me run my migrations. Well, I need to install Django in my virtual environment first. Pip install Django. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, I've got my Django application set up. So the next step after setting up your virtual environment is to install GUnicorn. And once that's set up, you need to create a Prog file. So reading from the documentation here, it says the file is used to explicitly declare your application's process types and entry points. So in my main directory here of my Django application, I'll create a new file, call it prog file. And this is a Heroku specific file. And in there, I need to paste in this line here. And I just need to change my project to test app. So this will be calling this file here, this WSGI file here, as my entry point. Okay. And then once that's done, I'll need to generate the requirements.txt file. So after running that command, you should see this requirements.txt file. So what this has in it is just a list of dependencies that are required for your app to run. So as I mentioned previously, that once you deploy an app to Heroku, it will package everything into a container with all your dependencies. So the requirements.txt file is used to list all the dependencies that your app needs. Okay, next up, let me create a user. Okay. So now to deploy your application to Heroku, once you've created your application, click on it and come on this deploy section here. And then firstly, we'll need to run this Heroku login command, and you should have your Heroku CLI installed to do this. So we first need to log into our Heroku account. Okay, so logged in. And then next, to get in it. And then set our remote origin. Push our updates to Heroku. Okay, so we have an issue with our statics. So in order to fix this, we just need to specify our static root in our settings.py file. And we'll just need to import OS. So the static root is where all our static files will be stored. So I'm going to run collect static just now and show you what's going to happen. So as you can see, all my static files, my CSS, my images have been compiled and put in the statics file folder here, which you specify with your static root directory here. And then you'll also need white noise as well, which will be used to serve our static files. So I'll go ahead and install that, and then this will also need to go into my requirements file. Okay, and then I'll need to add this line in my middle class, in my middleware classes. This will be in settings and middleware. And lastly, I'll just need to add this line here. Okay, then we can just deploy again. Okay, now collect static was successful, no issues there. And our app has been successfully deployed to Heroku. So if you click on this link here, you should see your application running on this Heroku.com app, and I need to add this to my allowed host. So while that's updating, you can head back to your application in Heroku and click on settings. And if you scroll down, you should see your app URL there. And then if I just go ahead and click on it, let's see, our update is complete. And I should just get the default Django screen. And that's all.